Couldn't have been more than 5 years old, looking through the banister as my parents danced in the kitchen. They loved each other and they loved to dance. And I don't think that they realized what an impact that made on my heart, watching their little expressions of love. I found this picture the other day when I was, oops, look at how my mom was looking at my dad. I'm going to put it up here for you. But this was on their wedding day. And I remember being an adult, maybe even a few years before my dad died, and could still see the same look of love that you see in that picture that my mom looked at my dad with. And I remember waking up early on summer mornings on Saturday and wondering where my parents were, and they were outside talking with one another. I remember the numerous times I would watch them hold hands together and walk at a beach or a park behind us or around us. I remember how often my parents thought about one another and the ways in which they spoke in front of us about each other. I was so rich. I was so rich. And it put in me this desire to find that for myself. And now my journey has been very much different than theirs. But I'm finding myself having those moments with Max. And I think back about my parents and I feel so grateful. Okay, I cut myself off. I got a little zealous there. I meant to say that I am grateful for it, to witness those moments between Max and myself. And it is the quiet, tiny, normal, everyday things that I feel very grateful for. And in a lot of ways, we're boring. We are so boring. When I think about like updating you or telling you what we're up to, we are up to nothing. And I think that that's great in a lot of ways. I've had a lot of drama in my life, and I love that in my relationship there isn't any of that. The other day we were about to go across a crosswalk and there was a bus kind of in the way coming this direction, and I was here and Max was here and we started walking. And the simplest act of love was him putting out his arm to kind of wait as he leaned forward to check if no cars were coming around that bus. And I've never had that happen before. I've never had somebody in that way with love and protection and care seek to protect me in that way. And so I wish it for anybody seeking it. But I also know that it can be hard to continue to hold on hope. So I want to remind you it's okay to set hope down. But I also want you to always have in your heart that life can surprise you. From one day to the next, things can be different. And I'm wishing just beautiful difference for you in your life.